setback for Arvind Kejriwal. The Central Bureau of Investigation has now arrested him. It was expected after CBI questioned the Delhi Chief Minister in Tihar jail while he was in judicial custody and also sought a production warrant. And then by this morning, those formalities were completed when the CBI counsel told the district court that they were wanting to question Arvind Kejriwal in custody. The legal challenge being put up because of the CBI's decision to arrest him made it more difficult for Arvind Kejriwal to press for bail in the Enforcement Directorate case. He had filed a plea challenging the Delhi High Court order in the ED case before the Supreme Court. But then the CBI's move made the legal team of Arvind Kejriwal withdraw their plea from the Supreme Court. Why did this happen? Hypothetically, if you presume that Supreme Court had granted Arvind Kejriwal bail, he could have still not stepped out of jail because now CBI wants to question him under the Prevention of Corruption Act. CBI has the option of seeking 14 days of custodial interrogation of the suspect, which means for at least 14 days, Arvind Kejriwal would have been in custody. Post that, he would have been sent to judicial custody, and to seek bail, legal procedure is that he would have to go to the lower court first, then appeal against the lower court order in High Court, and then subsequently Supreme Court. So going to the Supreme Court and seeking bail in the ED case would have not given any relief to Arvind Kejriwal. Now it's a double whammy for him. He has withdrawn his bail plea in the Supreme Court. He'll have to wait and see how the CBI proceeds with its case against him. The Central Bureau of Investigation is probing a Prevention of Corruption Act case. It's a predicate offence, which means it's the main offence. So far, Arvind Kejriwal had managed to convince the lower court judge Nyay Bindu in one instance, and while he was taking interim bail from the Supreme Court. In both instances, one of the legal strategies was to tell the court that there is no case against him, there is no predicate offence made against him by the CBI. The CBI had not arrested him. So what is the ED accusing him of? Now, what does predicate offence really mean? It means that you have committed a crime, you have committed an act of corruption, and that is probed by CBI. Subsequently, the ill-gotten wealth from that act of corruption you have laundered away, and that's where the PMLA case of the ED comes in. Kejriwal had argued that since CBI had not arrested him, there was no corruption made out, so the ED's case does not stand on firm legs. But now, with the CBI moving in to arrest him, accusing him of tampering of evidence, making files, crucial files disappear, negotiating with the South Group businessmen, ensuring that the rate of return for these liquor license receivers went from 6% up until 12% because they were paid 100 crore bribe. All of these charges have been made against Kejriwal by CBI. CBI has gone on to say that in Goa, it was not just the Aam Aadmi Party election campaign, but his travel to Goa, his stay at a 5-star hotel were all paid for from that 100 crore bribe amount. So now that this evidence has come to light, legally speaking, it is getting more difficult for the Delhi Chief Minister.